Oh man, the Kool-Aid is deep with this one. Hey, myself and I know a lot of other people saw this coming a mile away. We saw this coming. Listen. If this is not entitlement, then I don't know what entitlement means. Because there's no way possible that this cannot be entitlement. There's no way. And who's spreading this Kool-Aid? What we'll say for later in the video. But with that said, let's get into today's video.
You backed him into an office and you got hit in the face, unfortunately.
When people are backed into a corner, they can choose, they can choose to do the right thing or they can choose to lash out.
Okay, you were in the wrong here, just so we're clear.
She says the whole altercation was her way to take a stand.
This is my Rosa Parks moment, dude. Don't play with me.
The incident happened on October 22nd of last year at a Target in Blue Ash, Ohio. Security video shows 37-year-old Karen Ivory checking out at the register. When the bill surpasses $1,000, Ivory says she won't have enough.
This is her order.
Okay.
When she got to 1,000, she said, I'm not going to have enough money to pay for this. I need to talk to the manager. She happened to be walking by.
Body camera video captures Target manager Ashley Meyer describing to police what happened.
So I came around and I was like, hey, what can I do for you?
Okay.
Usually it's like the price is wrong or whatever. She starts going on this spiel about about how like I've had a privileged life and she's been disadvantaged, and then said that she was asking Target to make reparations for her. And I said, that's not something we can do tonight. If you need a donation, you can call tomorrow. I can put you in touch with the HR person, but that isn't something I can do for you right now tonight.
Okay.
And then she was like, you need to put me in touch with someone tonight. And I was like, I can't. There isn't.
Okay. Strange.
Yeah. And then she got really close to me. So I put my hands up and backed up, and she followed me. She was like breathing into my eyeballs.
Was she screaming at you or?
Yeah. So she got really close to me. I put my hands up. I touched her shoulders because she was coming into my space.
Okay.
And then she because I touched her, she went after that and just started screaming really loudly and backing me up against the soda machine.
Okay.
And then that's when our security person, she called our security person.
Security video shows the incident unfold as Ivory approaches the manager and gets in her face. After that, a loss prevention manager approaches.
So what happened?
She
seem secure at 2046.
Okay. Came up, I tried to verbally de-escalate. She told me that she wanted to wreck it out, and I told her we couldn't do that.
Okay.
And then she said, excuse me, and I was like, ma'am, I need you to back up or leave, but we can't do that for you. So she started charging at me. I came all the way back into my office, into an enclosed space, and I hit her in the face.
Surveillance video shows Ivory run after the manager and into his office. When she approaches, he punches her in the face. While the security video does not have audio, the manager later described the incident to police on body camera video.
So I tried to literally close her out, but at that point she was pretty much running, so she barreled her way in and then kept coming into my office.
Okay. Yes, and you just hit her and that's it?
Hit her right in the face, right in the jaw.
After the manager punches Ivory in the face, security video shows him calling 911.
I tried to close you out of my office and you just kept on pushing your way in.
That's right.
No, sir. I didn't push my way in.
Yes, you did.
No, I came around the corner quickly.
Hey, would you
I did not push
quit
the
talking?
door.
Hey, no.
Excuse you?
Stop talking. When I'm telling you, you stop talking, okay?
Do you know who I am?
We'll figure that out when I get your ID.
Ivory later tells police officers the incident stemmed from her request for reparations on her purchase.
So what caused the issue here today?
Because
Check lane 10. Ashley's kind of...
Target is somewhat of a home for me. And we were going to have a big discussion here. And I asked her to do it nicely.
Who are you going to have this big discussion with?
With Target, whoever in Target I needed to speak with.
Okay.
The young lady
31 squads responding,
I'm not going to
2432
do that.
on station
I'm
available
not going to
service
put you in touch. I said,
2.
who would you
Vehicle
call
code
if this place was called fire? I asked her to put me in touch with the right people. Who would you call if this place was on fire? It was. She would not. I'm not going to do that. The young man came over, stood behind her. I asked him the same thing.
I'm kind of like
They
asking, like, what's going on?
teamed up.
What can I
We are
do?
not.
What's going on here?
Actually, no. The young lady got in my face. She pushed me too. She put her hands on me as well. I put my hands on no one. I came close to them and they felt threatened. Now at least hers was a pushback.
Yeah, just to separate you from her because you're in her space. Yeah.
She felt threatened. Who? Why did you feel threatened?
Depends on, I don't know what this discussion was about. What were you asking her to do?
Reach out to her manager so we can have a larger discussion about how money works and how provision works and how it's been working in our community in a very wrong way.
Can you elaborate a little bit, go into further detail?
Sure.
Ivory calls the incident her, quote, Rosa Parks moment.
Sure. I was asking with the support of my community to come behind me in a big way to have a money conversation. There have been people subjugated and blocked out of things. We have decided we were not going to have a bigger conversation. I decided to take a stand. This is my Rosa Parks moment, dude, to reconcile the fact that some people benefited off of a system that was rigged against other people. I asked nicely to have that conversation.
Okay, what were you asking for?
For her to connect me with who I could talk to.
What was your purpose of that further conversation? What were you going to ask that person for to do?
To break the lies around money.
What's that mean?
We all know money has not been treating everybody equally.
Okay.
Money is not the only way for things to happen.
I wasn't out there. I'm sure tensions were a little different than they are at this moment in time. So.
No, you're going to reconcile that. You're not going to give me any more lies. You will tell the truth about the situation. No. You are trying to arrest me for him hitting me.
Correct. You are under arrest.
Yes.
You're under arrest for menacing and disorderly conduct. Okay? Now, here's what we would like to do. We would rather you walk outside and not make a big deal. If you're going to make a big deal, we're going to have to handcuff you and do all that other stuff.
Yes, you will.
Let's go.
Go ahead, stand up then.
I'm not going to
Don't get resisting too. Okay?
Let's do it.
Let's not.
If we're going to go into it, let's do it. If you're going to hold every line, you know what happened here.
With that, officers tell Ivory the video evidence is against her.
I know, I just watched the video.
I asked to open a conversation, and he's still blocking me out, and you guys are protecting me.
Ma'am, you chased the one employee all the way to the front, okay? You made contact with her body by pushing your body into hers. I just watched it clear as day on the video.
Okay.
He then came out, and you followed him all the way back here,
Okay.
making him fear for his safety. You backed him into an office, and you got hit in the face, unfortunately.
When people are backed into a corner, they can choose, they can choose to do the right thing, or they can choose to lash out.
Okay, you were in the wrong here, just so we're clear.
I held the line.
You didn't hold
And
the line.
I moved my line continuously. I asked, and when they did not respect, they were gatekeeping me. Like the whole world has kept people.
Man, you were free to leave at any time.
Absolutely.
But you didn't.
Absolutely.
So,
because it wasn't
you
right.
amplified the situation. No, you wanted something
when the
for
laws
free.
are not right,
You wanted something
you
for
make a
free.
stand so they can change.
Are you ready to go outside?
If the laws are meant to hold people down, you will fight for me, my community. As a human being.
She's then escorted to a squad car outside the store. She continues to speak with officers, saying she was forcing an important conversation.
When it gets to a point where a young man reached out and hit an older black woman,
regardless of age, race, anything,
you don't hit somebody.
You don't hit people, but I can also understand why he did. He was defending himself. You chased him into a closed office where he had no point of exit.
Right, that was the point. I was forcing him to have a conversation.
You were forcing him to become scared and in fear.
When asked if she could have handled the situation in a different way, Ivory repeats her same stance.
we haven't been able to see and communicate with each other. And that's what I was trying to do. Okay. And I asked nicely, and I got refused, and I stood a line that scared them, and they lashed out.
So do you think you could have approached it in a different manner than how we approached it today and probably got the same goal, the same end?
How do you expect I'm asking for something at the register to be done. Mm-hmm. The cashier couldn't do it for me. I asked her to bubble it up to a manager. That's what you do. You take it up the chain of command.
Absolutely you do. Yeah.
But this is the problem. My people have been trying to take it up the chain of command, and they're getting smacked back down because the laws are not in their favor.
Unbelievable. Let me make this straight. I'm gonna arrest because he punched me. No, not because you did anything wrong, right? Only because he punched you. No accountability. The delusion. And if you notice it, right? I saw it yesterday, right? On Instagram on a post. Now all of a sudden, New York City is talking about reparations. They are considering giving a reparation. You heard the word, right? Considering. It's not a definite. People are already up in the uproar already. Reparations. You notice all the states that's offering reparations? What states are they? Leave it in the comments. It's all Democrat-run state. Why is that? Election time is close. Yes, you see. 2024 is right around the corner. You went in there bold-faced. Didn't have enough money to pay for your items. Came to almost $1,000. And you trying to tell a manager to call corporate. You know what time it is at night. Corporate's not open that time. I work in retail. Corporate is gone. They're home already. So you're talking about call corporate at that time of the night because you can't pay for your items. So they must put it where? On your reparations tab? Like how does Target have anything to do with reparations? And you're 37 years old. You're on the same age as me. So what reparations are you talking about? You ain't old. You're still young. Then you got all that weight in you. Well, I ain't gonna go into that, but get another job then. If you know you ain't got money to pay for certain things. That's what I had to do. I didn't sit there crying and complaining about reparations. Matter of fact, I had no idea about anything about reparations until 2020 started. 2020, 21, 20. Around that time, that's when people start talking about reparations. All of a sudden, the left has been pushing this. I'm not saying the right is perfect. The right is nowhere close to perfect. But we deal with reality. The left push all this nonsense about reparations. The left is one that left the border wide open. The left, I saw they got into office, they lied straight to all our faces. And so for some reason, people are still believing them. Well, you know, that's you know what the left does? The left is only able to fool the weak. The ones that weak-minded. We think people going to do with all this reparation. If you live in New York City, you know how expensive. I live in New York City. You know how expensive New York City is? Let's say if they do give up reparations, right? Which a lot of people, I saw the comments and said that what Black was saying, Black Americans wake up. Black people wake up. They're fooling you again. They're not giving you no reparations. After they send all that money to Ukraine, you think they're going to pump out more money? Come on, people, you got to use your head. You got to use your head. All that money they give you for reparations, that's going right back to them. New York City is expensive. And all these young people, you know what they're going to buy. Sneakers, clothes, nice jewelry, cars, watches. All that's going right back to them. It's not like you're going to take the money and move over to New York City and go buy some land or something. You're not going to do that. And they know that. But how you 37 years old talking about reparations? You 37. You know how long your ancestors have passed away? You 37. What year was she born? 1985, 1986? You're on the same time as me. It's unbelievable how people actually believe in this delusion. So we got race wars, we got gender wars, we got, now talking about reparations, people arguing about who deserve reparation and who don't. We the only ones that's fall for this. And people keep saying, oh, the Jews got reparations, this one got reparations, why can't we get reparations? Because we in 2023. That's why. Move on. And then talk about, oh, why should we move on? We can't move on. The system is still oppressing us. How is it oppressing us? When we the only one that rob each other, shoot at each other, kill each other, and in the middle of the street. But we talk about the system. What system is keeping you oppressed when we do the most harm and the most gruesome things to one another? Pop Smoke, Excess Tentacion, PNB Rock. Do I have to keep going on and on and on? I saw some young guy from, I think that was in 2021. He came up from, I think it was Atlanta. And he came up to New York City. I guess he was here to do some, he was upcoming rapper. Came up here. He had his jewelry on, which he should have never did that. And it was like about 6 dudes, all black. Chased him into the store. I mean, chased the dude. Ripped his clothes, took his shoes off. They took his shoes. And his jewelry. Hat. And then they shot him. Come on, man. We are the most hypocritical group I have ever seen. Like, we talk about the white man, but the only thing we're doing is harming each other. What other race and group is doing that to each other in the middle of the street? I know there's a, I'm gonna leave you guys with this right here. There's poor white people. There's poor Spanish people. There's poor Chinese people. I seen them myself. I went to school with them. They were poor coming up too. But the problem I have is there's poor black people. We're the only ones that rob our celebrities. The rappers and all that type of stuff. Some rappers, we know they're connected to the streets, so we know how that goes. Some of them are not. You feel me? Like Pop Smoke. What does his death have to do with in LA? I understand if it was in New York, because you know he probably got ops out here in New York. But in LA, that had nothing to do with nothing. If you follow the case, I think it was like what? Oh, was a kid? Like 13 to 15 years old, I took his life. 13 to 15 years old. That's a whole other story by itself. But this is what I'm saying, right? All these poor different groups and races. We the only group that do this type of stuff to black celebrities for the world to see. I don't see no poor white people robbing rock stars and shooting them. Show me one of them videos. I'll be happy to see it and react to it. Show me a poor white person robbing a rock star and shooting them or gunning them down in the middle of the street and taking his jewelry and taking his money. Show it to me. I'm willing to react to it. You can't. And that's the problem a lot of black people like myself have. We do it to our own people. And then we make excuses. Oh, there's no opportunities, there's no this, there's no that. Go find a job. And it starts at home. She just full, like they pumped her up with delusion. Now she taking some over some reparation. She couldn't pay, put it on my reparations card. You see where this is going, man? The left wants you to keep depending on them. Year in and year out. You got to show them that we are more capable of better things, man. We are capable of greatness. This is what we have to show them. Don't have them feeding you all these dumb illusions and all this type of dumb stuff. We got to wake up. You see, you guys see my passion, bro. It's sad, man, that a lot of black people are still falling for this nonsense and shenanigans, thinking that we're being owed something. People like her, one last a day in slavery. She went back in time. If you had a time machine, she went back in time. She won't last one day in slavery. Not one. But you want reparations for what? I'm pretty sure one of your ancestors would love to switch places with you. This is sad, man. Give me you guys take in the comments. I know the comments is going to be crazy. I can't wait to read your guys' comments, man. But Black America and America, we gotta wake up, man. These people are ruining this country. There's nothing like this country is nothing like it was when I first came up here in the 90s. It's nothing like it. It's just getting worse. We're supposed to be progressing and getting better, but we are going back. We're going back in reverse. And it's sad that we are allowing them to manipulate us like puppets on a string. Pretty much like Biden. Give me guys stick in the comments, man. But I'm pretty sure that was her wake-up call. She gonna try that again. She got put to sleep. Reality check. Until then, I'll catch you guys next video, man. Peace out. You guys have a blessed day.